everyone, it's me, Sierra Michelle, and I'm back with another video. As you can tell by the title of today's video, today we will be talking about things they do not tell you about being pregnant. I'm sitting back, I'm relaxing, I have some wine here I want to drink. I have a cute new little corner in my house that I'm super excited about. I need to put a rug down, and I need to put down, you know, a table or two right here and get some more pillows. But for the most part, my couch is here, and I am super excited to just be sitting here and having, like, I think this is going to be my conversation corner. And anytime that I'm just sitting down talking to you all, this is probably where I'll be. Yeah, so let's just jump straight into the video. I'm super excited about this video. Let's go ahead and pour me up some wine. So I do have some Pineapple XXL wine. If you know, then you know. If you don't know, go to your local liquor store and find out. If you are here, then I'm pretty sure you're a mom, a new mom, a soon-to-be mom. You're thinking about getting pregnant. And honey, you're gonna need you some of this wine to get you through. Once the baby is here, of course. But yeah, so I'm super excited about this video. I feel like when I first found out I was pregnant, I really did not know what to expect. I feel like there were certain things that I wish I had have known prior to, or just in the early stages of my pregnancy, or just to know and have the information in the back of my head. But I feel like I really couldn't find a video that was helpful to me. I really felt like I was relying on other people around me, but everybody has a different story. But I really just wanted to just let you know a couple of different things. I am 4 months postpartum. I had a beautiful baby boy on June 17th, and he is the most precious little thing. If you follow me on TikTok, then you know, because you've seen my little baby on there. But anyways, let's just jump straight into the video. So I wrote a couple things down, so I'm gonna keep looking down. But things they don't tell you about being pregnant. So number 1, up first we have morning sickness. Morning sickness does not just happen in the morning. Morning sickness, y'all, is all day sickness. I don't know why they call it morning sickness, but it's all day sickness. And it's absolutely disgusting. Of course, everyone's morning sickness is different. However, my sickness had me driving around in the car with gallon Ziploc bags. If you are very, very sick to your stomach and you're somebody that just throws up all the time, please do like I did. Get you a pack of gallon Ziploc bags. And I was filling them up, y'all. I know that's disgusting, but I was filling them up. I would keep them in my purse. I would keep them in my car. Any and everywhere that I go, I had a gallon Ziploc bag because it would come up at any given time. I mean, I was throwing up and driving. I would have to pull over on the side of the highway. Y'all, it was sickening. Number 2 is swelling. So yes, I understand. Everybody, I feel like everybody thinks that pregnancy is just, oh, I'm gonna get big, I'm gonna have a little morning sickness, not gonna be able to fit my clothes, and once you have the baby, everything just goes back to normal. No, that is not always the case. Yes, for some people it is, but for a lot of us, it is not. The swelling on my feet, y'all, was absolutely crazy. I could barely walk on my feet. I could bear to walk on my feet. It was absolutely ridiculous. My feet were so big I could no longer fit my work shoes. My feet actually grew a whole size. I actually gave away 51 pair of shoes to a friend of mine. She was so grateful. Absolutely just devastating for me because now I have to buy new shoes. But yes, I was a size 7. I'm now a size 8. I grew in sneakers. I grew out of everything, y'all. I'm still to this day trying to fit my fat feet up into some of my shoes because it's very hard to replace, especially with a new baby, 51 pair of shoes. But yeah, just keep that in mind. Your feet will grow. I never knew that. Nobody told me that. Number 3, the carpal tunnel. Nobody told me about carpal tunnel. My carpal tunnel was so bad, you guys, I could barely write at work. My hands would throb in the middle of the night, which brings me to number 4. I had lightning shocks coming up my arm. It was absolutely crazy. I mean, just lightning bolts just felt like it was shocking me up my arm. Like I said, I could not write. Then I always would have this burning sensation in my hands. And it was only when I would lay down and go to sleep. I would have this burning sensation in my hands. I actually bought these ice gloves off of Amazon. It was some ice pack gloves. and they were what, $25 a piece. I spent $50 on ice gloves because my hands would burn so bad. But it sucks so bad because literally the ice packs will only last for about 15 minutes, 10-15 minutes, and then I will be back in the same place. It got to the point where I had to go to the doctors, and they were recommending me to get shots in my wrist because the carpal tunnel had gotten that bad. And even now, like, I'm 4 months postpartum and my hands don't burn, and I no longer have the lightning shocks going through my arms, but like my hands, they cramp up from time to time for whatever reason. That was number 5. My hands burning at night, and I had to use ice packs. Number 6, y'all, the sleep, pregnancy sleep is unreal. All you're looking for is a friend that want to take a nap. Like, everybody wants to go out and all of this other stuff. When my boyfriend would come in the house, it's like, are you sleepy? Because I want to take a nap. Like, I'm ready to go to sleep. Anytime I would get in the car, y'all, I would go to sleep. I mean, I would just doze off. I was sleeping through my work alarm. It got to a point where I had to set 2 and 3 alarms. Y'all, I would wake up and it's daylight. In the hours that I work, if I wake up and it's light outside, y'all, I am so late. It's almost time for me to get off work at that point. I would just be waking up in the morning, and I would literally just jump up like, oh my gosh, what happened? And y'all, the alarm had came and went, and it just kept happening and kept happening. It was absolutely ridiculous. But the sleep, you talking about some good sleep, and nobody tells you about the crazy pregnancy dreams. Like, when you're pregnant, the dreams that you have are like, I don't know, it's just a bunch of stuff that just makes no sense at all. Number 7, colostrum comes first. So once I would always squeeze my nipple just to kind of see if my milk had came in once I had kind of got up in my pregnancy. And I would always have like this thick yellow stuff come out. And I'm like, what is that? So that's colostrum. And always ask your doctor first, of course, because you don't want to collect it too soon. But definitely, if you have that yellow stuff coming out, even if you have milk coming out, definitely discuss it with your OBGYN as far as collecting it, because you can collect it and you can freeze it. But one thing that I will say, especially if you're somebody who wants to start breastfeeding, your breast milk does not always come in right after you have your baby. A lot of times it'll come in 2 and 3 days after you have your baby. For me personally, my breast milk did not come in the way that we had anticipated for it to come in. I thought that I was just going to be pumping like a cow, y'all, and that absolutely was not the case at all. I was pumping syringe fulls, but the colostrum has a lot of good vitamins in it for your baby, so that is something that you can carry to the hospital when you go ahead to get admitted. You can carry that with you. They will keep it in the freezer, in the refrigerator, whatever the case may be, for you. And if you're somebody who strictly wants your baby to be breastfed, that will be good to hold your baby over until your body decides to kick in with the milk. So definitely recommend you doing that. Like I said, ask your doctor. But that yellow stuff is called colostrum. It's really good. Number 8, let's drink. Number 8. Watch out for gestational diabetes. So I thought that being pregnant, it's like, okay, I could kind of let up on my diet. I could eat what I want. I could eat all my cravings. I could drink what I want. All of that. Y'all, that is not the case. So I wish somebody had have told me in advance to watch out for gestational diabetes. So gestational diabetes is basically, so somebody who wasn't a diabetic before, but now has diabetic numbers, or a high sugar level, whatever you want to call it, now that you are pregnant. And it happens to a lot of people. Don't feel bad. I think I was maybe 4 months pregnant when I had took the test. I'm not really sure. 4 or 5 months maybe, or maybe 6, I don't know, when I had the test done. And I was diagnosed as a gestational diabetic. And unfortunately, from that point moving forward, I had to prick my finger 3 times a day, morning, noon, and night. And I had to provide a nurse with my numbers. You can write them. You're supposed to write them down yourself. And each week, the nurse will call me and ask me for my numbers. So that is what they will use to measure the size of your baby, to determine whether or not you will be able to push your baby out or whether you would have to have a C-section. Yeah, so those numbers were very important. And unfortunately, I was also dealing with, you know, the loss of my mom. I was dealing with, you know, before the loss of her, taking care of her. And it just was a lot on me. So I wasn't really eating a lot of times. So I wasn't able to get my numbers. And yeah, I had no numbers for them. I had no numbers for them, and it was very hard for them to determine how big my baby was once it was time for me to push him out, once it was time for me to have him, because they did not have no numbers. So definitely slow down on your sugar intake. Drink a lot of water. Don't just think, and I mean, you know, a lot of people, they get pregnant and they are these big health nuts. Definitely would recommend you being one of those. There is nothing fun about having to prick yourself 3 times a day. If you are diabetic, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And gestational diabetes puts you at a higher risk of being a type 2 diabetic after you have your baby. So that is not something that you want at all. So just kind of watch your sugar intake if you can. Number 9, pregnancy brings out a different side of you. Yes. So I ended up learning a different side of myself that I've never seen. I've always was somebody who was good on their upkeep. I was always somebody who wanted to get their hair done, wanted to get their nails done, their feet done. Definitely all throughout my pregnancy, I kept my feet done, because that was definitely, I mean, you know, just like it is now, it's a luxury for you to go and have somebody do something for you. I do my own hair a lot of times. I do my own nails a lot of times. So definitely during my pregnancy, especially with the swelling on my feet, just to go and have my feet soak and to be able to have somebody rub on my feet and do my feet, it was a true luxury for me. However, getting my hair done, I literally would only get my hair done when I was getting ready to go somewhere, and I would try to keep up with my hair as much as I could because I was still working and I cared about my appearance going to work. However, y'all, it did not give a hair appointment. I did not care to keep my nails done. Even now, I mean, I keep my nails done for the most part, but just like right now, I've been taking a break. Y'all see I have my natural hair out. I don't have any nails on. I'm just not really in that place where I want to do that right now. But pregnancy definitely brings out a different side of you, especially for somebody, like I said, that's high maintenance like myself. You just don't care as much. And not to say you let yourself go. I completely understand why a lot of people let themselves go. Don't get me wrong. Before, I used to be like, how could she do that? How could she just let herself? Y'all, it gets real. It gets real. It just, I have no other words for it. It gets real. If you know, then you know. But y'all, it gets real. Definitely if you have somebody beside you, backing you, just keeping you up on the up and ups and keeping your spirit good, and you know, just more so like promoting for you to get yourself together. I know I had a friend when she was pregnant. She didn't want to do her hair. She didn't want to get dressed to do anything. And I was like, what's wrong with you? Like, come on, do your hair. Like, you want me to do your hair? I think at one point I did her hair. I was like, come on, like, let's get you cute. All she wanted to do was go out. She wanted to go out to eat. She wanted to sleep in the car. She was so tired. But I completely understand. So definitely, if you have a good friend, a good partner, whomever by your side, it definitely will go a long way in your pregnancy. Definitely need that. So coming in at number 10, your emotions. Y'all, pregnancy brings out a different state of emotion inside of you. I am always somebody that I'm a little tough around the edges. I don't really express my emotions a lot. I keep a lot of stuff to myself. Pregnancy made me, I was such a big baby, y'all. It was absolutely crazy. I was crying for no reason. I know at one point, I know my boyfriend had to leave out. My boyfriend was rushing out to go to work, and I wanted some. If you know what I'm talking about, then you know. And he had to go, so we couldn't. And y'all, I started crying. I really started crying because I could not get them. That was absolutely crazy. He was like, well, what's wrong with you? Why are you crying? I'm like, I don't know. I don't know why I'm crying. Like, it's stupid, but I'm crying. It was absolutely crazy. It's just like any little thing just make you want to cry. You would literally just bust out in tears for no reason. I was crying at movies. I don't never cry at no movie. No movie has ever made me bring tears to my eyes at all. It's kind of like, oh, dang, like, that's sad. Oh, that was messed up. But to cry, y'all, I was crying. It was absolutely absurd. It was crazy. It was definitely crazy. So that's the 10 things that I have for that. Recommendations. I do have a few recommendations, and I actually meant to go in and to finish making this list, but I'm gonna just read off what I have in hopes that if there are any moms that are watching this video, if you know what I'm talking about, if you could relate, definitely don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up. If I left anything out that you've experienced that I didn't already touch bases on, definitely leave a comment down below. I really hope that this video helps a lot of people that are planning to become pregnant, people that are pregnant now. Yeah, I hope this video can help you just to kind of have something in the back of your head to reference off of. Not everybody has a friend that they can call, that they can ask questions to. Not everybody has a mom that they could call or family they can call. So definitely let me be your bestie. I definitely can help you get through some things, y'all. My first recommendation is take it easy. Don't overwork yourself. I know I had to get to a point in my pregnancy where it was just like, you know what, just working was becoming too much, especially with the caddy job that I have. Just emotionally, it was too much. Physically, it was becoming too much. Yeah, just don't overwork yourself. Don't try to do too much. I know I've always been independent, and I was really trying to step into my soft girl era through my pregnancy. If it was something that can get done and somebody else was offering to do it, I would definitely allow them to do it. And that was never me at first. I always wanted to be the one doing everything. And during my pregnancy, I just had to get to a point where I wanted to take a back seat, and definitely recommend you doing the same. Number 2, be kind to yourself. This is a new transition for you. You need to take some time to soak it all in, embrace it. Don't be so hard on yourself. I know me, I've always been a person that was very hard on myself, and I know, you know, like during pregnancy, you do get sluggish, you do get a little lazy, you tend to slack off a bit. And that's okay. It's okay. You have a whole human life growing inside of you. It definitely takes a toll on your body. Anybody who acts like it's any old regular thing, it's not. Don't allow people to make you feel bad for how you're feeling. I know that me and a really good friend of mine, we kind of just had it out during my pregnancy, and to this day, I really don't think that she understands or understood. Don't allow nobody to make you feel bad for feeling how you feel, for not showing up. I know I didn't go to anybody's birthday my whole pregnancy. I did not feel cute. I felt big. A lot of my clothes did not fit. A lot of my shoes were not fitting. Walking in heels was a true struggle for me. I was not in the business of going out and making myself feel uncomfortable to appease others. And yeah, it's just something that I had to stand on, and you either understood it or you didn't. I'm not in a place where, or at least I wasn't, and I'm still not in a place where I'm going through hell and high waters to appease other people. It's your pregnancy. It's about you, and it's okay to be selfish. It's okay to be selfish. It's okay to be selfish. So definitely soak in this new transition, embrace it, and, you know, just go with it. Go with it. Go with the flow. Number 3, take lots of pictures. I definitely recommend you doing maternity pictures, but even if you don't do maternity pictures, take pictures of yourself. Even if you're in the mirror at home and you don't look the best, your hair may not be done, whatever the case may be, definitely take pictures of yourself, because the time does pick up, it does fly. And even though you're wishing for the belly to be gone right then and there, like, oh, I don't want to be pregnant no more, especially when you get up in your pregnancy, you're definitely going to miss it at some point. You're just like, oh, I miss my belly. And I don't really have a lot of pictures of me pregnant. I have a couple pictures, I have a couple videos, but I definitely wish that I would have taken a lot more. I definitely do. I have some, but I feel like I didn't get as many as I would have liked to have gotten. If I was to get pregnant again, I would definitely take a lot more videos and a lot more pictures. Number 4, it says utilize your downtime to prepare for this new chapter in your life. So yes, when you are sitting back at home alone, I know if you were somebody who was on like getting up and going, that was pretty much my problem. I was so used to just going that once I got pregnant, it really set me down. And I started to not go through a depression, but I felt like the world kept moving on. And I felt like I was just kind of at a standstill. But I had to get to a point where I started to utilize the downtime that I had to prepare for the way I was going to come back postpartum. And I feel like I did that to a certain extent. Like I said, the stuff going on with my mom, it made things a lot more difficult than it would have been if I didn't have that stuff going on. But one thing I would say is just utilize your downtime, plan things, set goals for yourself. If you have a new business that you were planning on starting, maybe you could start working on that. If you had some new goals you wanted to set in place, you could start doing that. Number 6 is exercise, do yoga, go on walks, stay active, keep your mind stimulated. When you're pregnant, different things go through your mind. You're not always at your most positive self. It's very easy when you're pregnant for your mind to go different places, especially depending on what it is that you have going on outside of your pregnancy. So yes, exercise, do yoga, go on walks, stimulate your mind, stimulate your body. Just get out there, get some exercise. Exercise is good for pregnancy in general. And also, I know my doctor, she would always tell me, especially with the gestational diabetes, get up, go on a walk, drink a lot of water. Yeah, stay hydrated. Oh, that was number 5. Drink plenty of water and stay hydrated. Number 6 was to exercise. So yeah, definitely make sure you do all of those things. If you have a family member or a friend that is pregnant, definitely check on them. Try to be there for them as much as you possibly can. People may not talk about all that they have going on, but especially during pregnancy, it is really nice to have a friend that can kind of understand, a friend that can kind of bring you out of your funk, bring you out of the house, just, you know, just to help you keep going. I know one of my good friends, she would come over, we would walk around my neighborhood just to kind of get me up and to keep me going. I have friends that would take me out to eat. So, you know, all of these things are nice things to endure when you're pregnant. Another thing about being pregnant, y'all, everybody is just so nice to you. It's like, even when I'm in the stores or when I would be going into the stores, people would be like, oh, you look so pretty. Oh, you're glowing. I mean, the car stopping. They're like, here, hold on. Do you need help? Like, it was an amazing experience. It's definitely something that if you can experience it, I definitely recommend you doing so. A lot of people, they're like, oh, I can't afford to have a baby. That was me. I feel like personally, you'll never be at a place where you could really afford to have a baby. It's just something that you kind of factor in. I don't feel like a baby is something that you're ever really ready for. It's just something that you factor in. And yeah, it's just something that, like I said, if you can experience it, I definitely recommend you experiencing it at least one time. Absolutely love my little poodle man. I'm surprised he stayed asleep this whole entire video. He is the best. And I don't know what I would do without him. I really hope this video helps somebody out. Like I said, if I left out anything, y'all, please definitely don't forget to comment below. I really want this video to blow up and to be able to help a lot of mothers out there to just keep on going. Hopefully this video can help somebody. And yeah, that's just that. Like I said, help me help somebody else. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I do have some more mom videos coming very soon. I actually might record another one right after this. It's going to be called Mom Shit. If you are pregnant, I definitely recommend you watching it because I am going to drop a lot of gems in that video, just as far as like your baby shower, your gender reveal, different mom gadgets and gadgets. So definitely stay on the lookout for that. Hit the notification bell so you do not miss it. And yeah, I will catch you all in the next video. Like I said, don't forget to get you some of this XXL wine if you are not pregnant, if you are not breastfeeding, and you need something to take the edge off, because being a new mom is not the easiest. It's definitely something you have to get used to. Definitely make sure y'all go grab some of this. It's really good. Anyways, I'll catch y'all in the next video. Like I said, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Later.